want to give you an exercise in case you struggle a little bit to understand harmonically how the montuno moves. Do this. Hello, my name is Raul Blanco, Cuban pianist and composer, and in this channel you can learn everything about Cuban music, Latin jazz, and the piano. And we're learning how to play Latin jazz montunos. We already went over a basic modern structure that you can follow when you're playing either Latin jazz or salsa. Today I'm gonna show you how to expand that montuno. We're gonna cover some variations and we're gonna apply it to a harmonic progression. Intro! The PDFs and tracks I'm using in this lesson are available in my Patreon, Raul Blanco Music. And the basic montuno we learned for modern Latin jazz was this. 1, 2, 3. Today we're going to explore a pattern based on this traditional Cuban song montuno that goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a traditional pattern from the style son montuno from Cuba. You have to know that piano montunos come from the montunos played on the tres. Tres is a Cuban guitar.
But guess who came to the rescue with his tres? Andres, yes, and he blessed me with his melody.
Used in the style son montuno, which is where all this tradition comes from mainly, okay? It's a style from Cuba, from almost 100 years ago or more. Notice this montuno is even, okay? Every measure has the same pattern, so that means it could work for both claves, 2-3 or 3-2. Pa pa pam pa pa bam pa de pam pa pa bam pa de bam pa pa bam pa de bam pa pa bam, or pa de pam pe pe pam pa de pam pe pa pam pa de pam pe pa pam. So 2-3 or 3-2. Now, one important thing about this is that repeated notes in beats 4, 4 in. So which is the same note repeated twice. We're gonna take that and we're gonna apply it to our other montunos. So, based on the structure we have before, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna add a repetition on 4 in. We're gonna play that root in the beats 4, 4 in. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the same rhythm as the montuno before. Now, if you want to play that sequence in an A minor, I wouldn't recommend to stay on the same A minor the whole time. When you're playing montunos in root position, you should alternate with the 7th, okay? The way it's written right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow. 1, 2, 3. Now let's add some extra movement on the left hand so we can make it sound a little more modern, a little closer to timba and the modern influence. 2, 1, 2. Slow. 1, 2, 3. Practice that either with the 4th 2, 1 in the left, and then with the fifth finger. So you can cover different kinds of situations, because sometimes we're playing second inversion. Or like, okay, and then you have to alternate with the fifth. So, and I want to remind you that I covered that in depth in my book, Cuban Timba Exercises for Left Hand Independence. And I want to tell you that this stuff that I'm adding here on the left hand, at first glance, it may seem a little bit hard to understand. I want to tell you that these movements come up automatically once we play montunos in Cuba. And that's how I created this book. I created a book with exercises. I extracted specific movements to automate your left hand. Okay, if you practice the book the way it's written, the way I recommend on the introduction, you're gonna learn how to play all this stuff automatically in the left hand. Okay, I'm gonna leave you the link to the book in the description. It's available in my website. It comes with video demonstrations and some extra content, tracks for practicing, all that stuff. Okay, so now let's apply that structure that we learned to a progression that we've been doing. B half diminished, E7 flat 9, A minor 7, D7 with the 9. Okay, positions would be like this. This is your B half diminished. This is your E7 flat 9. This is your A minor 7. This is your D7 with the 9. Okay, it goes like this. 1, 2, 3. Slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, all I'm doing is starting on the upbeat, arpeggiate one time, go to the octave, and then the second half of the measure, I do the chord and block, and then 4 and the same note of the next chord. Okay? 1, 2, 3. So anticipate the harmony on beat 4. And I'm gonna give you an exercise in case you struggle a little bit to understand harmonically how the montuno moves. Do this. Practice playing 4 before every chord change, like this. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Put in a metronome or a salsa loop or a clave loop, and just do 4 and then do 4 2 4 2 like this. 1, 2, 3. Then do this. Now let's learn the same progression with the advanced left hand movement from timba. 2, 1, 2, 3. Slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's combine this variation with the original modern montuno that I taught you. 2, 1, 2, 3. Slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. All beats. Reset. All beats. Double. All beats. Double. Notice that before I do the popon, I do a full run of the chord here on the left. Okay. Now let's do one more combination. We're going to arpeggiate on the right hand on the beginning of every measure. So instead of going pon tiri tan ting pan ching, I'm gonna do pon tiri pan ching pan tiri pan ching, and then the double notes at the end of the second measure. 2, 1, 2, 3. Slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully you can slow down the video if it's a little too fast and work with it. You can find the PDF, like I said, in my Patreon, Raul Blanco Music, also with the tracks, and you can check out my book, Cuban Timba Exercises for the Left Hand Independence, in my website. If you want to see more of my content, I also have another channel in Spanish, Raul Blanco Music, which I had for a longer time, and I posted way more videos about all different styles, which I also plan to post right here in English. But for now, that's what I have. And you can check out my social media, Raul Blanco Music, in Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, where I post timba covers and Cuban style fusion of different stuff, okay? So if you like this video, click like, subscribe, share, and wait for more content like this. And now, just go practice.